At Tynecastle tonight, Hearts got off to the perfect start again against Rangers here. Christian Novak with his first goal for the club. But they were pegged back when Emerson Hindman netted a cracking equaliser. In the balance at the break, all maroon after that. Jamie Walker's superb strike after a defensive mix-up had the Jambos ahead. They didn't look back. Don Cowie got the third. Then more chaos at the back. Jonsson causing disruption. Walker said thank you very much. 4-1, let's hear from Walker now. And Esmel Goncalves with Ailey Barber.
Jamie, what a night out there. A huge roar when the final whistle went at the end. That's a bit more like it here at Tynecastle, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, and the fans got right behind us from the start, and yeah, we repaid them 4 goals and, you know, a great victory and a great night.
Lots of new faces in this week. It certainly worked out there tonight, but how has it been this week in the dressing room and in preparation for this game?
Yeah, it's been great, you know. I think it's been there for everyone to see. We needed to get bodies in, and, you know, the big man came in tonight and I thought it was tremendous, and, you know, the big Greek boy coming off the bench was good as well, so, you know, it's only one game, it's another 3 points, and everyone's looking forward to the Motherwell game now.
Yeah, Esma, welcome back to Scottish football. You look like you enjoyed being back out there tonight.
Yes, I enjoy a lot. I love this football. I love it, and it's good to be back.
You've not been here long, but what's the impression been of the squad here at Hearts and the management and what everybody's trying to achieve?
No, I think we have a good group, and the players are amazing. And I think if we keep working more, we can achieve amazing things here.
Jamie, it's been a bit tough for the manager since he's come in. Is that the kind of performance that you as players have wanted to give him and wanted to show the fans that what you're all working here together is going to bear fruit?
Yeah, I think so, you know. He's came in, it took a bit of time to get his ideas over, but, you know, we've had tough fixtures away as well, you know, away to Rangers, away to Celtic, so hopefully this can kick us on this season, and we're looking forward to big games coming up.
Well done tonight. Jamie, you're man of the match. Isma, I'll let you do the honours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, thank you.
What a victory for Hearts tonight. A couple of other results to bring you as well. It ended Celtic 1, Aberdeen 0. Another goal for Boyata there, and it was Thistle 0, St Johnstone 1 as well. Stephen McLean with that goal, an important one too in terms of the table. Celtic are now 25 points clear at the top, would you believe? Rangers have missed the chance to extend the gap on Aberdeen in second place. Hearts have caught up though, they're now just 6 points behind the Dons. St Johnstone keeping pace as well. It's a statement night, so you need a full house. All the guys are back round the desk. Let's just reflect on the most stunning of scorelines, probably the scoreline of the season, would you say, so far?
Yeah, it's a fantastic result and thoroughly deserved the way Hearts played in the second half. Interesting there that Jamie's, the new lads have came in, he doesn't know their name.
The big Greek boy.
No, he set the tone for Hearts' performance second half. I thought, over the piece he was outstanding. He was outstanding,
so were the team overall. On a night they needed a result for the manager, didn't they?
Well, particularly at half-time when Rangers kind of wrestled the game back into their favour. You felt they finished the first half a little bit stronger. I don't think we saw that coming in the second half. The fact that Jamie Walker set the tone, just his individual ability, his running power, his ability to take men on, his creative spark, everything that Hearts needed from someone to step up. Gary said at the top of the programme, he's been the one carrying the can. He's been the one that Hearts have struggled when he's not been in form. Tonight he was tremendous. But listen, let's put it into context. It's one half of football. There's a long way to go for Ian Cathro to continue to stamp his authority onto the team. Hearts have to reproduce and reproduce and reproduce. One half isn't enough.
Bad night for Rangers though on the other side of things, and they didn't start very well. Christian Novak scored a poor goal to lose, wasn't it, Terry?
They didn't start well in the first half, they didn't start well in the second half, and it was the second goal that really killed the game off. But wow, this is an early free kick in the box. Rob Keenan, wow, he's miles away from his marker. Novak, free header, powers it into the net. Simple goal, simple ball across, and a simple header really. Powerful header, but simple.
Slightly shambolic overall defensively there from the free kick onwards, Chris?
Well, all night they were shambolic defensively and defensively. They got absolutely torn to shreds in the middle of the park. A lot of young lads in there, no real experienced people to take the ball. It wasn't, Terry said in commentary, quite right, wasn't the easiest to pitch. And then you think, well, do they have a physical presence or an out ball up top? And Hearts, outthought them, they outsmarted them, were quicker to every ball, thoroughly deserved the win.
There was a bit of a fight back in the first half. Emerson Hindman scored, and we were saying at half time maybe the tables had turned.
Well, that's what you felt. You felt as if once Rangers got the goal, they kind of bossed the next 5 or 10 minutes towards half-time, and that would have been the perfect response what Mark Warburton was looking for. The first 30 minutes was poor, but Hyman, the Rangers fans showed their frustration Well, actually, when he got took off.
That was remarkable. The booing, wasn't it?
You know, Terry said in commentary, I said to Gary.
What's remarkable about it? They're booing because they're unhappy that he got subbed.
You don't often hear it, that's what I'm saying. Does it show that there's a change in mentality from some of the fans
Well,
here?
it just shows that they were unhappy he got taken off.
Because you had said that you thought John Terrell got took off. I thought the same. I thought he was having a poorer night than what Hyman was. So
I thought Jason Holt would have come on earlier than what he did. So I just thought he's the natural one to just fill into those shoes and get forward as well. But he must feel pretty aggrieved about not being on early and also missing the game, as well. Not to start the game, but all over the pitch, Rangers were very, very poor. I couldn't really actually say one Rangers player. Probably Hyman was probably the best player, and he was taken off.
Yeah, and you said a bad start to the second half as well for Rangers.
Shocking start to the second half.
Good finish by Jamie Walker, but it's another shocking goal to lose.
But I mean, look, Andy Halliday lets the ball run across him. Good interception. Good touch in the way, bang, what a finish that is. I mean,
Andy Halliday is a major weakness for me in there. You know, he's an attacking player trying to play in a defensive position. A lot of goals given away, or with him giving up cheap possession, getting caught out, diving in, committing himself. That's dreadful. It's all
that very same thing nearly happened at Fir Park at the weekend.
It's all about how you receive the ball and making your pass. He's delaying and delaying and delaying. You must know when you come to Tynecastle, you're going to be put under pressure. You don't get 10 seconds on the ball. You've got to make a sharp decision.
And you said Jamie Walker could make the difference here. Let's hear from the Hearts boss, Ian Cathro. Must be delighted with this one. He's with Ailey Barber now.
Well, Ian, if there were any questions how your new look team would perform, you certainly answered them out there tonight. A great performance.
Yeah, I think so. The work that we set out to do at the start of the game, we done well. Maybe as the first half went on, we not quite as sharp and we had to improve some things, but the general attitude was fantastic. We pressed the way that we wanted to most of the time. We make some mistakes when we do those things, but the team was really going at it, and that was important for us.
You've put your stamp on things over this transfer window. Do you feel more comfortable now that you have a group of players that can carry out what you're trying to get them to do?
I just go back to the comments that I made before the game, that we had work to do to make sure that we had a balanced group, that we brought ourselves options and we were able to, be flexible throughout the game, and that was important that we've done that work in the transfer window. I think that we have suffered a bit up to this point. There have been some difficult moments, but there was never any feeling of doubt amongst anyone inside the building, and I think tonight was a lot of people taking out a lot of frustrations, and I'm really, really pleased that they've been able to do that.
With a lot of talk about the new faces coming in, but the performances of Jamie Walker, the leadership of Perry Kitchen, they've really all set a benchmark tonight.
Yeah, we're a group together. We're a group together. There's no old players and new players. We're one. We're a group. That's how it works.
And it's all about now taking this performance on and emulating it again.
Absolutely. The focus directly goes on to us recovering well. Again, we play quickly on Saturday, an early kick-off, so we have to recover well and prepare properly for that game.
Well done tonight, Ian. We'll see you then.
Absolutely no doubt he was under pressure. He made vast changes to this squad as well, but how significant a night is this for him then, Gary?
Yeah, it's delighted for him because he's been getting a lot of criticism, a lot of it unfair. He's got to put his own stamp on the team, and you've seen tonight, the strength and depth Hearts had on the bench. He'll be delighted with that result, and he'll be hoping that they can kick on now.
All these morons who it all got a little bit too personal, didn't it? Whether he can interview well or not, it doesn't matter a jot. It's about what he does on the training ground and in the dressing room, and getting criticism for that is utterly ridiculous. A lot of personal things, and it wasn't just about the result; it was the manner of the result. And Stephen's quite right. It's one game for Hearts and it's one game for Rangers. So we don't want to read too much into it because they have to go again, and so do Rangers. But I'm really pleased for Ian Cathro tonight. There
was nothing wrong with that interview, was there? He spoke very well. But it's nice. Gary will tell you, we'll all tell you that those are the best interviews to do when you've just thumped somebody and everything's come together very well. But he speaks very well, and he's young and he's learning. His team is learning well, and he's still got players to play. This team, this is the first time this team's played together. Unbelievable.
It is a learning curve, and it got better in the second half. Don Cowie made it 3-1. No way back from Rangers at this point. Well,
as soon as it went 2-1, you just felt all the energy, from the stadium was round Hearts. Was the free kick taken out of position? Maybe slightly. But Chris said in commentary, you isolate Clint Hill. He's getting old. Can't turn as quick. Can't defend 1v1 well enough at times. And it was too easy. Johnson, again, time and time again, running down the side, stretching the game, using his pace. Don Cowie gambles, and from then it could have been anything.
It was taking quite a few yards away, though, wasn't it?
Well, it was. Listen, the referee has a call to make. If he thinks it's out of position, he has to blow his whistle. he was quite happy with it. So the Hearts players are going to try and take the
As
advantage.
players, Gary will tell you, players have to react.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And Clint Hill, alarm bells just are ringing in my head every time someone faces Clint Hill up.
And then Jamie Walker scored again. Your man tonight.
Yeah, no, I say I touched on it at the top of the programme. He's a fantastic talent. And I was surprised, that nobody's actually came in for Jamie. One of the bigger clubs down south. With his current performances, but he showed tonight. The qualities that he's got.
Another cross ball though.
Listen, it's something we've spoken about continually. If you put the ball into the box, Rangers are all over the place. They don't know how to defend. They don't win headers. There's no communication. There's no leadership skills. That's what you require. And I think every time Hearts got an opportunity to cross it, they did. And anybody playing Rangers, if you get a chance to cross it, put it in there, causes them all sorts of problems.
More question marks for Rangers tonight. Let's hear from their manager now, Mark Warburton, with Ailey.
Well, Mark, quite simply, what went wrong tonight?
Quite simply, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. We had a poor first 25-30 minutes of the first half. Didn't get up against and didn't pass forward. We were too negative, went back. Conceded a very early goal, which you should never do here at Tynecastle. But then we get the goal back and we started to play for the last 10 minutes of the first half. So we came in, realised what we had to do, be more positive, get up against them, win second ball and play forward. That's what we had to do. And we give a goal away in 3 minutes again. And you can't do that. There's no excuses. We play, we win and we lose as a team, staff and players in there. And we'll always defend each other, but we know that's way below the level that should be for Rangers Football Club.
It looked defensively like you switched off a couple of times. There were a couple of free kicks. Is that the most frustrating part of it?
No, we give to the goal. To come here with the atmosphere here, and we've been in good form, and we've had a good run of games. Don't give them anything. And we gave a goal away in the first 3 minutes. After half time, to come out and replicate that is a schoolboy error. And you saw the crowd lift off the back of that. A couple of heads dropped, not dropped, but a couple of heads we switched off. Then a free kick. We spoke about defending intelligently. I can't agree with all the decisions that were made tonight, but too many free kicks being given away. Time after time after time. They have an aerial threat. We have to constantly defend our goal and where's etc. And again, we switched off from a free kick. We find ourselves 3-1 down early in the second half. But as I say, we'll take victories together. But that's below the levels that we set for sure.
You said heads dropped. Did you feel that perhaps you didn't maybe get enough fight from some of your players when things got tough?
No, I'm never going to question. No, I'm never going to question the players. It's not like getting tough. They're second in the league for a reason, and they've played well. I'm not sure about the results away from us tonight, but I'm never going to question that. That's a nonsensical statement. That the fact of the matter is, we came here and gifted goals away, and you can't at this level. You can't give goals away. You're always an uphill struggle. And as I said tonight, we gave away 2 early goals, and we paid the price for it.
We know demands are high for Rangers from the supporters. There was some vocal discontent when Heinemann was taken off. We saw fans leaving early. What do you say to them tonight?
The fans know that we bring in young players, and Emerson was outstanding on Saturday. He's 20 years old. And we've got a responsibility to the young players on a really heavy pitch out there. So an hour is good for him, and that's it. We always make changes on the hour mark, the 6:65, and then John 2 hours later, trying to get minutes into the boys. Don't forget these boys come along having not played a lot of football, so we have to do the right thing by them. We want them here for the longer term. So as I say, we did the right thing by them, it's not negative, and we put players on in terms of Harry Forrest, so he's more attack-minded than Emerson possibly. So it's about doing the right thing by the players and by the team. So some fans have discontent, but we give an explanation always.
Thanks very much, Mike.
Pleasure, thank you.
Very frustrating night to Mark Warburton and for Rangers. 4-1 is not the kind of scoreline that he wanted or needed, and he seems quite confused in that interview as to why it went wrong tonight. What do you make of what he said there, Chris?
Well, was he saying that Rangers are a development team in a way? You bring young boys in to develop. No, you don't. As Rangers Football Club, it's about winning games. I mean, they've got to fight for their lives for second place this season. I just question what happened in January. 2 loans in who can't play next season. And I spoke about it, Holt and Windus, and Terry saying competition for place is great, but these lads are going to go back to the clubs.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're not developing their own.
Yes, they're still in second right now, but 25 points behind Celtic. Now, how damaging a night is this?
It's damaging, not for the 25 points behind Celtic, although that's not nice to see, but just the way they played, the way they collapsed after that second goal. And even Mark Warburton said heads dropped. I mean, that's not a nice thing to say about your players, a heads drop. You don't want to see players drop their heads. You want to see them recover and retaliate. Retaliate on the pitch the right way and recover from giving away goals. And they did give away goals. Very cheap. Discipline was poor. Defensively, it's shambles. And I never saw that coming. I never saw the second half like that from Rangers coming at all.
They were like an academy team second half.
Absolutely. But he talks about bringing young players in. Jason Holt's played all season, then played very well all season. Then he leaves him out. He's a Rangers player. He's going to be here next year, and players come in. Yes, Hyman came in and did well on the day. Terrell, not so well. Jason Holt, he must feel gutted.
I thought he was stunned there. I think he was in shock of what he's just witnessed. I mean, he said he didn't want to criticise his players for being outfought. They were outfought. At times they were bullied. Naturally, sometimes the swing of the game when you're 4-1 down, it looks that way. But that's the stage when you want to see players standing up and going and competing. I don't think enough Rangers players competed tonight, and you could sense the frustration among the fans.
He did look in shock, didn't he? Really?
Yeah, he did. But there's not a great deal that Mark can do when his players switch off like they did at the 2 free kicks. And goals change games. If they didn't switch off in the first goal, they don't concede. The same with the third one.
Where was the option, Darryl, to change up? And they never tried to change up. They always tried to play out. It wasn't an easy pitch. Sometimes you just have to say, do you know what, it's a difficult pitch, we'll go long. Rangers don't have the personnel.
That was our criticism last time we came here.
Yeah.
And
no plan B.
Because of that performance tonight, is he now a man under pressure?
Is he a man under pressure? He'll stay to the end of the season. Beyond that, I don't know. I think January was so confusing for me. We talk about Mark Warburton. What about Dave King?
Yeah.
He's promised Rangers all these funds, and they haven't come.
Question marks for us on Saturday morning. 11:30am for Scottish Football Extra. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Motherwell against Hearts on Saturday. See you then. Bye-bye.